And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copies of my Displacer beast, right? So effectively, this could be like a summon your own Displacer army while you sit in the backline and watch type of thing. 1 black hole. 2 black holes. 3 black holes. 4 black holes. 5 black holes. 6 black holes. 7 black holes. 8 black holes. Hello guys and welcome. Today we're gonna be going through the Illithid build. As you can see, there is a way to summon a lot of Displacer beasts while staying in the backline and just summoning them and sending them into combat. This is actually a very fun way to play the game, and even though you can't really control the Displacer beasts, it's really fun to just stay in the back and summon them, or even play while summoning them. So yeah, and also this build allows you to do a lot of black holes onto the enemy while spamming AoE at them and using Illithid powers on them. It's really cool, it's really fun, it's probably one of my favorite combinations. The problem with this build is that you can only use it in the final act, like after Act 3, like in the final battle maybe. So there's one, let's look at the Excel sheet and I'll tell you what the build is gonna be like. By the time you're able to use this build, you have to be level 12. And whenever you do transform, your stats actually change. So they change into these numbers. Please keep in mind that the mirror stats and the anti-ethel boon stats also stay. So let's look at the Excel sheet so that you guys can actually see what we're talking about. So since you can only have this build at level 12, there's no point in talking about progression with this build. You want to be getting the 3 levels of Rogue so that you can get your extra bonus action. Then 6 levels of Monk, because you get the wholeness of body, which will give you another bonus action. 2 levels of Fighter to get the action surge. And then for the final level, you can choose between a variety of options. I went with the Barbarian so that I can get Rage. But you can go for Rogue to get the Alert feat. It's really up to you. Yeah, it's a bit of a spoiler warning, guys. This video is a little bit spoilery. So yeah, if you don't want to get any spoilers, and if you are a little bit worried about them, then click away. Now, one additional thing, guys, that you should keep in mind is that you cannot make this build if you don't spec into these subclasses before you move into the final act. So you would, and this is important, before you move into the final part of the game, so post Act 3, you have to respec to withers because you're not going to be able to respec afterwards. Keep that in mind. In order to be able to get the most out of this build, you have to do that. Guys, if you enjoy the content, drop a subscribe, like the video, tell me what you think about it in the comments, and thank you for watching, and let's get straight into the step-by-step. Okay guys, let's go through the build real quick. So at level 1, you want to be going through for a Rogue. The stats don't really matter because they change once you transform. Just keep that in mind. At level 2, you go Rogue. You don't really care about those abilities, but you really care about what you're going to be getting at level 3 Rogue, which is the extra bonus action. Then we actually swap into 2 levels of Fighter. I would go for defense fighting style. 1 extra armor class, always good. You get your action surge. And then you get 6 levels of Monk. Just remember, guys, to pick open palm Monk. It's the best one, especially for what we want to be doing here. It actually allows you to get an extra bonus action down the line, which is very important. Now for fits, if you want to actually fight in melee combat, you could go for Tavern Brawler. Keep in mind though that your stats will change. Now alternatively, you could go for Tough and get double your HP. Double your level in HP, which is always good. Lucky is also good. Mage Slayer can be good. But yeah, not very important. Let's go for tough. It's probably the best one. Then at level 5 you get extra attack, not very useful unless you're gonna be punching, which you can't punch by the way with this build. Okay, and then you get your level 6 of monk. And now you have one more level. Now with the final level, there's a lot of options for you to choose from. You can go for another level in monk so that you can get the stillness of mind and the evasion, and evasion is very, very strong. Alternatively, you can get another level in rogue and get an extra feat. You could go for the fighter route. Alternatively, you could go wizard, get some buffs for your party, get the shield spell as a reaction, very useful to have that extra shield. Sorcerer will also give you shield, and you can also pick from a subclass, maybe Draconic Line. You don't need Storm Sorcery because you're going to be able to fly nevertheless. Then a level in Cleric might be good for the heavy armor proficiency if you didn't start out as a fighter. I started out as a rogue because I feel like the rogues have the best saving throws for the final fight and the expertise, which are actually useful. I wouldn't go Ranger. Maybe even Barbarian for the Rage. Let's do Barbarian for the Rage. Now let's go and check out some gameplay. As I said, your statistics do change when you turn into an Illithid. You do keep the anti-ethel buffs, and if you do use the Gauntlets of Giant Strength and the Constitution Amulet, then it does actually boost your stats. So if you want to go the monk mode and deal DPS with your fists, it's still possible, guys. Keep that in mind. So you on the preparation route, you get haste, you drink your bloodlust potion, elixir. You don't have to drink the bloodlust, it's just something that will give you an additional action. What is really important when you're in the Illithid form, guys, is that you get permanent mind sanctuary. So this will effectively give you so many options and stuff to do. So you definitely want to be using Wholeness of Body to getting that extra bonus action. Keep in mind, I like wearing the Pyro Quickness hat in this build, but you will get an extra bonus action if you do fire damage while wearing the Pyro Quickness turn. So if you kill something, you get another one, and then you also have your action surge, right? Okay guys, let's look at the Displacer Beast mode. So you want to be casting action surge, and you want to be turning into a Displacer Beast. Yes? So right now you can just spam summon illusory copies, and because you have Mind Sanctuary permanently on, you can use your bonus actions to summon illusory copies. So you can actually get up to, how many is this? 7? Yeah. And then you can turn back and play normally, or you can stay as a Displacer Beast and do it again next turn. So let me fast forward. Okay, so round 2. As you see, we still have most of our Displacer Beasts, and now we can pump out more Displacer Beasts. So effectively, this could be like a summon your own Displacer army while you sit in the backline and watch type of thing. As you can see, they're starting to pile up in there. Alternatively, guys, if you want to go down the caster route, you can just walk in the battle, whatever battle is going on, and start using your black hole. Get all of your enemies together. You can do 1, 2, up to 7 really. Oh, we killed someone, so we get an 8th one right now. So 3, 4, 5, and you can also do Mind Blast. I mean, you can go up to 8. You can do a Mind Blast as everyone is piled up together. Then you can also eat the brain of someone who is stunned. Whenever you stun someone, it does do a lot of damage. And you can also do the Concentrated Blast, which also heals you. And you can spend half your movement speed to fly infinitely, and then you can fly even more. Like, this is a very, very fun build, guys. And if you want to, you can use your core fourth allies, which is something you have on the final fight, and summon like all your allies in one turn, because it's possible with this build. So this is it, guys. I hope you had fun. This looks really fun to me. Please keep in mind that you do have to spec into the build before you leave for the final act. But this is actually so fucking cool, guys. I really enjoyed making this video, and let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for being here.